Alright, we're going to run through the engine bay on here. As we talked here, you can see the fresh RTV from the work they just did. Looks good. We've had this idling for quite some time, and these have a nice tray down here, so if we had any leaks it would be cooling or anything down there. Sounds pretty good. These newer engines, you'll hear that ticking sound. Now that's going to be your direct injection. That means you're hearing your injectors fire. That, I know, like older generations in older cars, you're like, man, I don't like that sound, but this is just what new cars sound like. You're hearing the injector pulses firing at such a rapid rate, it sounds like a click. If you actually rev the car up, it should stop the ticking as it ramps down and then continue. Looking down here on your crash rails, kind of hard to see with the box. They look good. I don't see any wrinkles or any kind of signs that things have been disassembled, so not bad. Brake fluid looks like it's been done recently. They did do the oil change and everything. Filter's been replaced. The one thing I was saying, just make sure the transmission service has been done. You can't really check these without being under the car or servicing it, essentially. There's no stick or anything back here. The plug's underneath. So, not too bad. I'm going to stop here and keep moving forward. Alright, we're going to run through the exterior portion on this. It honestly looks good. Like, I don't see dings or damage that's noticeable or major. I did say that driver crossbar over here, this pops up and then comes over to this side to make the crossbar. I couldn't get that one up. It is a plastic like retainer, and I don't like breaking those because you can't replace that clip. It might just be the cold and like maybe ice formed in there. Just keep an eye on that. Might ask them to pull it in the shop, lube it up or something for you. Now I have a couple concerns here. You can see this whole car has been painted. I don't know if they were just trying to change the color. It doesn't match the factory color. So you can see the two different shades here. Actually, the back door. Look at that. So you got where they stopped the paint and then the factory paint. It's like they went a lighter shade of blue. They didn't remove any components. They just taped and painted. Like it's kind of rough. You can feel it. The shine will be a little bit different than like the gloss on that, right? Like it's kind of orange peel rough looking, but it's the whole car. So you see it on here. Look at your headlight. It's down in there. It's on the grill. So I can't find any significant damage or like any body parts have been really removed. You can see quite a few spots where like it's the original part and they just painted over them. It just wasn't the best paint job, is what I would say. I'll stop there. Alright, so this goes underneath the car, right? I always start from the front, that way I can see if there's anything hanging, sagging, or dragging, right? It all looks good, nice tight. You still have your belly pan, that's what you like to see on these. Usually if that's blown off, it's been through some hell. We're gonna move to the next corner, lift point. Alright, so this is your driver's side front lift point and your body here. These are subframe cars, so you have like your frame rail here, but you have your subframe up there that everything bolts to, and then that's going to be your tail shaft on the transmission. All looks really dry. That pan's nice and clean. And then going down the side here, you can see we don't have any like rust, damage, or bends. And this is your other lift point. And then the exhaust is pretty much factory still. Looks really good. Pause here, go to the back. Alright, so that is your floor pan where your spare sits. Muffler, and then your rear subframe with the rear diff. All looks good, nice and dry. This is your frame rail. Looks good, no bends or ripples or any kind of looks like work has been done. Good. Passenger side here, this is gonna be your rear lift point. Still has the skid plates for the tank and everything. And then along here, you can see real nice, no rust, no bangs, nothing folded, nothing ripped. So, looks really good. Alright, so this is going to be our interior portion. Steering wheel here, pretty loaded. So you got paddles on the back, volume, source, select, mute, menu, voice controls. This is going to be your infotainment stuff. So like up here, your speed and all that. Your adaptive cruise, which works really good. And then current mileage at the time of our inspection, we're at 93,662. The brake light I have on for the test goes away just fine. One other thing on here, the map does need the SD card, but everything else works as intended. This heated seat I could not feel. I mean, I had it on 3 for like the majority of my drive, and I didn't feel it get warmer. Everything else is working fine on your climate. Modes change correctly, AC kicks on, heat ramps up. And then on this car, it has a bunch of the safety things. So you got power lift gate, and then down below here, you got traction control, blind spot, lane keep, and then your forward collision. Front windows are automatic, and then there are memory seat settings to put on here. The vehicle is equipped with a sunroof, opens up fully and tilts. We're gonna pause here and open up all the doors and just blow up the interior. All right, so driver's seat is power. Not much wear on here, just this rip on this little lumbar here, and then just some lines from like your legs crease. Carpets look really good. There is all-weather mats in the back. Door cards are in really good shape, so it looks good there. Back seats, they don't look like they were put through too much use. You got a little bit of scuffs on this back, but nothing crazy. The rear seats are heated on this car as well. I'm gonna pop over here on this door card. You can see right here, there's a little bit of a rip starting there too. Seat on this side really good, and then this seat also power, so really good shape. Door cards are in good shape too, so it looks good. The box works, has the owner's manual still. You got some scuffing here, but overall pretty good shape. All right, so this is gonna be your trunk, lift gate, hatch, however you like to say it. All weather mats throughout the whole car back here. They probably had them out for cleaning, and also has a privacy cover. Here's gonna be your spare. As you can see, some rust on that tool, so there's been moisture exposure in here at some point. But lift this, that's your floor pan, and that looks good. I don't see anything wild in there or any pooling, so that's good. It could have been like maybe the jack was missing and they had to get it from a salvage yard. There's all kinds of stories for stuff like that. This goes right back in, like so. And then this is your privacy thing. That also can store in the bottoms of these if you do it right. There we go. And then this also has the all-wheel or all-weather mats on the back of the seats, which is awesome. Power option. Nice and smooth. All right, so we're gonna do our code scan portion here. As you see, we got 3 modules that came back with faults. Now these are all history codes, none of them are active. I'll go in and show you here, but we have some like lost communication, low voltage. The ECM also has a stall event. Now, I was talking about what the work has been done on the car, and special. Basically, with the work that's been done, the stall code could have been them trying to get everything pumping, like oil pressure and all that, from when they get the timing set again. I don't know if they redid the timing, but they were in there doing the cover, so that could be what's going on with these. I didn't have any drivability or startup issues. The car started right up for me. Definitely something I would just keep my eye on. I know you had said to me that you had kind of an experience with the cold start already, so just something to keep in mind. A lot of these cars sit so long that it's kind of hard to keep them powered up, especially Subarus. Subarus have so much going on in them these days. They're constantly killing batteries if you don't drive them often. So here, see, ignition, power supply, low voltage. So lots of just low voltage here. We're going to move off to our monitors. All right, so these are our monitors. The green checks are what we like to see when we're driving around. We try to do about 10 miles on our loops so that the car has enough time to monitor everything. EVAP here, that could be along the lines of the low voltage situation. We did go down the freeway, get it up to speed quite a few times, so it should have opened. It could have just been marginal, but green checks are good. The gray circles, that just usually means it's a monitor that's not supported. Nowadays, a lot of times it's going to be a monitor that can be registered through a different process, right? So like O2 will monitor like your heat and all that stuff too. So just kind of something to think about. They just kind of smash some stuff together and make it easier on reading and checking things. All right, we're gonna wrap this up on the 16 Outback. Overall, great car. It did have quite a bit of maintenance done. One thing I do want to stress is you want to make sure that transmission has been done. It's supposed to be done every 60,000 miles on these CVTs. That fluid degrades a little bit faster than what you're typically used to, so you don't want to go too far if it hasn't been done. We did have records of the diffs and stuff being done from what I could see. Brakes and everything are brand new, tires as well. Honestly, my major concern is just the quality of the paint job. It's not the factory paint, and like the taping lines and stuff would just drive me crazy a little bit. You can clean all that up, but it's time, it's consuming. Glass is all really good shape. The car drives great, has plenty of get up. These little naturally aspirated, they're not like the fastest vehicles, but they do well with the CVT because they're always in that right gear, you know. Gets up to speed, no vibration, brakes really well, and just drives great. There was the concern with the cold start on here, and then in your code you'll see there was a little bit of information on that part. So as long as it stays as a history, I wouldn't be concerned about that too much. But overall, our conclusion on this car, pretty good. Just the paint job bothers me a little bit.